What a weekend this has been. Okay, so first off, I just wanted to say, this isn't really a how-to video or anything. This is just me talking about some cool stuff that I did involving the fishing community this weekend. I guess we'll get started with the fact that, first off, I went and did a team tournament with one of my buddies that has been overseas in the Army for, quite a while. I think like 9 months, something like that. And we haven't fished together in that time, at all. He's been gone. And we went over to Lake Barkley and fished a USA Bassin tournament. And we actually ended up winning. It's the first time that we've won together. And that's the first time that I've won a tournament in a very long time. It's pretty awesome. Everybody really struggled. The second place had quite a bit less than we did, or at least a few pounds less than we did. And a lot of people blanked. A lot of people didn't actually catch a limit or even a single fish to weigh in. We ended up having 14 pounds and some change. I think it was like 14.42, something like that. It wasn't major, but for Lake Barkley it was pretty good, especially on a day when, even seasoned pros couldn't really catch them that great. So that made me feel really good. I guess I'll talk about what we were doing. I took my whole Cast King arsenal with me, essentially. I got the Cast King rod band that you can carry your rods with. That's really awesome if you're a co-angler. You can get that in the Cast King Inner Circle fan club box, which is $49. It has over $150 worth of stuff in it. I'll link that down in the description below. Anyway, we went out and tried some stuff. Early on we found, a couple of fish up shallow, which is what we were kind of thinking. We tossed all kinds of different stuff, but it seemed like a square bill crankbait really shined for us. And it was awesome because one of my newest reels from Cast King is the one that did the shining. It's what I threw the lure with. Let me show you real quick. The rod and reel combo that I used through the whole tournament essentially to catch fish was this reel and this rod. This is a 6'6" medium heavy rod. I wanted to throw a square bill. I figured a square bill bite would be pretty good. I even threw some deeper divers, and this reel is pretty much perfect for that. This is a 6-3-to-1 reel. This is the Cast King Assassin. I will link it in the description as well. But I think of this as an all-purpose combo. I can throw a lot of different stuff with this, but it really shines with crankbaits and stuff like that, So I latched on. First I used this little jointed shad swim bait type of deal, and kind of switched it up between shallow cranks like that throughout the whole day. That's really what we got our key fish on, and it seemed like not a lot of people were doing that, which, plays in my favor. So, I was already pumped up about the day. That made my day, just 10 times greater. We won a tournament in tough conditions when other people weren't catching them. But I live a good 70 miles away from Lake Barkley, so it was a bit of a haul, and about halfway back I stopped at Paris Landing. Just so happens this weekend that the FLW Costa Series Championship was being held on Kentucky Lake at Paris Landing. And I got to meet quite a few different anglers while I was there for the weigh-in. This was the final day. And one of the ones that really got me excited and pumped me up was BRYAN THRIFT. I got to meet BRYAN THRIFT, the 2017 FLW Angler of the Year. This guy's flat out caught fish everywhere he's went this year, and that's why he was Angler of the Year. He's done a really good job. In fact, the first day he smashed 27 pounds of fish, which is just mind-boggling compared to what everybody else had. There were a lot of people that blanked from what I understand on the first day. Second day he came in with like 8 pounds. It wasn't a ton, but it kept him, up in the top 10. And then whenever I went to go see him, it was Championship Saturday, and he actually ended up not catching at least a single measurable legal fish, which just blows my mind. Even more so the fact that, we were essentially on the same lake. Now, Kentucky Lake and Barkley Lake are connected up at the top, but we were, miles away from each other where I was fishing versus where they were fishing. And the fact is, usually they say if one's not good, the other lake is pretty good. So, they both kind of sucked this time. Not gonna lie, it was rough. It was really rough conditions. And the fact that Thrift came in with nothing, and I actually, caught a few fish to put in our limit. I think I had 3 out of our 5. I culled a couple. That made me feel really good, because I did better than BRYAN Thrift per se, sort of. We weren't on the same body of water. So, take it how you want it. So, you know, that was a pretty awesome weekend. Caught some fish, won a tournament, met the Angler of the Year on FLW. It's pretty great. Cool thing is, we're going back and doing it this weekend too. Once again, I'm probably not going to bring the camera because honestly, I've had bad luck. My cat's meowing. I've had bad luck bringing cameras to tournaments. It seems like I never get any footage or any fish either, so I mean, so yeah, this one's kind of weird. My GoPro and my background's all kinds of messed up, but I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you right here next time on Ken Arnold Fishing.